Alicia, Riverdale High School School Nurse.
On this episode of Safety First, we're going to tackle kitchen safety. This is an oven. If you touch them, they're usually very hot. Right now it's off. But it's never safe to even touch it, even if it is off, because it might still be hot from the last time we've used it. So, the first thing you should know is never to touch the oven if it's hot. Or even on, and don't even touch it at all, without some kind of protection.
Always remember to use some sort of a protective device, such as an oven mitt, before you reach into a hot oven to take any items out. Also, if there's anything hot on the stove and the handle may be warm, use an oven mitt, hot pad, or such to protect your hands so that you do not get burnt.
You never splash anything to a pot if it has any substance inside of it, especially if it's a hot substance. You can burn yourself from that.
Never leave any boiling pots unattended. They may overflow, causing the liquid to be all over the place. You could potentially burn yourself, damage your appliances. If you're going to have boiling liquids on the stove, either keep a good eye on them while you're working in the kitchen or turn them off if you need to leave the room.
This is microwave. While it's used mostly for liquids and other type of food that you have to reheat, you never put certain materials in there, mostly nothing metal. If you put anything metal inside of it, it will burst into flames or just spark a lot. Knives, we use them every day. We cut. But what do you do when you clean them? You never clean them off your hands, and you also never put them this way. That is bad. It can result in a cut.
Anytime you're using sharp objects in the kitchen, such as graters or knives, always pay attention to what you're doing. Don't pretend to be the super chef on TV who can chop away without looking. Watch and pay attention so that you do not cut or injure yourself.
We use cups and plates every day, but if they were to spill and actually fall and shatter, you should always clean up the moment that does occur. Because if not, you can result in cutting your foot if you're cooking barefoot, which I don't recommend anyway. But if you do cook barefoot, don't let something impale your foot, because it can cause major bleeding.
If you have small children or small animals in the home, make sure that they are not in the kitchen when you're working. They could potentially be burned by hot substances or cut or injured by something sharp. Clear the area, keep them and yourself safe.
If you live in a house, you most likely have seen something like this. It's a refrigerator. You put food in and it's still cold, you know. But the most important thing is, if you have food that needs to be refrigerated, put it in the refrigerator. If you need to also, please put them appropriately inside there. Like put them in a Ziploc bag and take out all the air so that they last longer. That's known to be true.
Before working in the kitchen, keep yourself safe. If there's anything on the floor, any obstacles in the way, put them where they belong. Any toys from children or any toys from pets, any stray items such as your kicked off shoes need to be picked up and put away before you start working in the kitchen.
Whenever you're about to touch food and or eat and or anything, it's always been told to you, wash your hands. The reason for this is because of because bacteria that can be on your hands and infect the food and you eat it. So always wash your hands before you touch, eat, or even cook food.
We hope you'll take these safety guidelines into consideration and place them in practice in your kitchen.
Also, make sure that your cooking is well done, because if you do not, you might get diarrhea or cause food poisoning.
That would not be very fun and could make you and your family miserable for quite some time.
Well, hope you enjoyed this video, and also next month we'll be doing safety at school.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.